Well, good morning, everybody. Or, I'm gonna say good afternoon. It is almost noon according to my watch. Been out here doing some more field work as we are known to do in early spring. Now we're putting fertilizer down on this back field. We're gonna be putting black beans in this field. Morning we were over on another field right kind of right in front of us. Also sowing black beans. Got a pretty good contract with food manufacturer to bring in some black beans. So we're going to try that for fall on these two fields. Reginald, or just say Raz. Hey, it's going to take me a while to get used to calling these people by their business names. But at any rate, he's down at the TV station with our producer Darren. They're editing the first two episodes of our show. They told me that they settled on a name finally. It's going to be called A Local Farmer's Diary. The first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, I hope people don't think this is like, is that Beverly Hills women's show? I've only heard people talking about that show, and I definitely don't want to get confused with that show. At any rate, they got some pretty cool things in mind, pretty cool fancy technologies they can do. Like for example, when we're out here doing field work like we are right now, using the cool technology that helps us manage our steering, helps us make great runs. We don't skip parts of the field or anything. And they told me that in post-edit, what they can do is they can overlay these dots, lines, on the field to show the viewers basically where we're going and how wide we're making our pass. And of course, you know, we don't see that stuff in real life. It'd be pretty cool to shoot laser beams out the front and be able to see that kind of stuff. But yeah, apparently in the editing process, they can use some of that fancy CGI, call it, and overlay those things. Apparently that's all the craze in athletics now. TV sports. Overlay these graphics and lines and stuff. I look forward to being able to watch the first couple videos before they're put out there for the masses to watch. Once we get this field done, as far as fertilizing goes, we're going to head up and see if we can't maybe fertilize some of the fields that we're going to be putting onions into next year. Not next year, but this year. Then before, probably around 3 o'clock, we got to make a run down to Johnson's Mill. They called me up this morning and asked if we would be able to transport something for them over to the Sawmill for a small nominal fee, of course, for time and effort. And I told them what we were doing today and said we would probably be able to get to it around 3 o'clock. Got to keep an eye on the clock. We can be sure to keep our obligation with them around mid-afternoon. think Raz said he would be here around 1 o'clock. At that point in time, we would get our drone footage back because, of course, I can't fly a drone and drive a tractor at the same time. Quite frankly, I don't know if I could fly a drone at all. If I crash the thing into the river. Here. That or get an up close and personal view of the water tower as we ran into that. Got our little T4 thing. Is a great little yard tractor. Didn't have any problem pulling this little fertilizer spreader. We don't have big fields down here, so don't have to worry about that big, massive equipment. I've been watching some videos of them Midwest farmers, and some of that stuff is just so big. No wonder they get stuck in the mud constantly. Stuff is so big and heavy. I look forward to seeing what they can do as far as putting those lines in front of us. That would be interesting to see. Not going to take too much longer to get this field fertilized. That's the one good thing about granular fertilizer. We get a lot more done than the manure, because with the manure we gotta apply it at such a rate that we really are spending more time running to and from than actually in the field applying it. Now we've got y'all will be able to see it there. There she is down there. We will see it when we get back on our next run. We got the T7 already over there. Probably won't get around to planting this until after we make a run for Johnson's mill. If we're going to be able to get this whole field seeded before nightfall or not, but we're going to sure try. So we're going to try our hands at black beans. Company that makes that Goyo, I think that's the name of them. Mostly specialized in that Spanish food, Mexican food products. They said, gave me an offer, asked if I would be willing to put some black beans in our fields this year. Their normal supplier up here in the area has told them that they couldn't do it this year, so I said sure, give it a try. Know how well it's going to yield in our soil, but we'll give it a try. Let me go ahead and just turn this camera off and wait till Raz gets here so we can do a little aerial footage before we have to do that transport job. Check. Is this mic on? All right. Raz is telling me in my ear that it's working. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Told me he started recording, and I went and started talking, and telling me in my ear that he couldn't hear anything, and I was like, what's going on? And I had turned this microphone off. He just got done with piecing the videos together for the first 2 episodes, and looking forward to premiering those. The house, checking them out here in a little bit. But we're going to have a chance to get that before we make our delivery run or not. But really looking forward to being able to sneak peek at those before they hit the airwaves next week. Of course, by the time you watch this, it's going to be, what he told me, episode 3, he said. And by then, obviously, you would have already seen episodes 1 and 2. Kind of a interesting thing about TV. Sometimes what you see is out of order from basically what's being filmed. Therefore, sometimes what's being discussed on the recording has happened, but not happened yet. So, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to confuse the heck out of myself if I start worrying about what's been said and what's been aired and what's not been said and then not aired. So, yeah, just forgive me if I go rambling off about something that you've not seen yet, because probably by the time you see it, then the ramblings will be about stuff you've seen. So I'm just confusing myself right now. Let me get this field finished off. We're going to top this spreader up with some fertilizer. Like I said, we're going to go a couple fields where we're going to be putting our onions in a little bit later this spring. I just thought it'd be good if we did this aerial shot, driving over here to these fields. I think he said he's going to be able to then use this for something he calls stock footage, B-roll. I don't know, getting all fancy terminologies. Basically said he can slap this video in time to time and basically show that we've been driving one point to the next, not have to actually film driving from one point to the next. That sounded kind of interesting. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put carrots in these first 2 fields. We'll put onions in these next 2 fields. So you can see where we still had a little bit of manure left. We're emptying out our spreader. Got all the one field done. And just a little bit left. Shot it on this other field. When I spread my fertilizer, I like to, as you probably saw with the manure run, I like to do 1 or 2 passes around the outside of the field, kind of to circle the field. And then once that's done, we set up our steering assist, and then basically make our up and down passes, kind of filling in the field. if you will. By doing the outside here, it helps us with the fact that we've got trees and bushes and shrubs and big rocks. This is rock country up here. Real hard on farm machinery. Now by doing this, we have kind of a buffer. Helps us turn our tractors around, get our implements pointed in the right direction. The more time we spend turning is the less time we spend actually burning on the field, being productive. I'm sure you all have heard the phrase of burning daylight. Last thing we want to do is waste too much daylight not actually being productive. It's fine putting this granule down at this point in time, because when we come through with our feeding contraption, we've got the subsoiler there in front that's going to basically break up the ground, dives deep down into the ground, and really it gets it loose, being all compacted over the previous year of driving on it, crop growing, and the roots breaks it all up real good. We've got that power harrow that comes in behind it and then really busts up any big clumps that is left from subsoiler. It's got a big spiked roller on the back of it that busts up the clumps even more. Nice loose aerated seed bed. Got the seeder that comes in right behind it. So all of that action before the seeder ensures that the granules that we're putting down here are going to be well incorporated into the topsoil. As soon as we get some moisture, that will basically get incorporated into the soil and help the seed. Definitely better than trying to apply granule fertilizer after you've got emergence. Real big risk of burning the crop, burning the plant with the chemical fertilizer at that point. Typically, we don't want to fertilize after emergence unless we're using liquid. When we're using liquid, we've got to make sure that we've got the right ratios set up. Again, we don't want to burn the crop. For this field, I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our little compass. Got a compass incorporated in the tractor. Try to get lined up as best we can with correction. There we go. Going on 2 o'clock. See if we can't maybe see what we can get fertilized here in about the next 45 minutes or so, and join you once we're back at the farm. Got to put the loader arms and forks on this thing and get this hooked up to our Bandit trailer. Up here in Pennsylvania, it's against the law for me to openly transport pallets on the front forks without it down the public roads. So we're going to have to put that pallet or pallets, not really sure what we're hauling actually, on a trailer and pull that. Catch you guys in well, a few minutes for you, but it'll be about 45 minutes for me. Raz told me once again, make sure I got my camera recording on the way back to the farm. more opportunity for that B-roll footage, says. And we don't have to worry about recording this every single time. We can just go back and stock footage and overlay some narrative or music to the video. Guys, always thinking. Got our arms and our forks over here under the wool shed, call it. Trailer over here. An equipment barn. Usually we use the trailer with our pickup truck, but they don't have a way of picking up the pallet for us down at the mill, so we're going to need to bring our tractor in the trailer this time. I'll let you guys kind of see a little bit more of the local community as we drive over to the mill and then shoot over to the sawmill. Put her on our four-ways. It'll be pretty obvious that we're going to be a slow-moving vehicle, but never know. Never know around here. Pretty straightforward getting down here to Johnson's Mill. We're just going to take this road here by the farm and head right down here until we come to an intersection and turn right. We're going to go just up the road a little ways, and Johnson's Mill will be over here on our left. One of the fields we're going to put our carrots into. Got a fuel station on every corner down here. Raz was telling me that they're working on some overlay. They said that will superimpose our GPS position. All of our tractors are around GPS track, thanks to this project. But they've got some new technology they're working on. Probably won't be quite ready yet. It might be ready by the time this video airs. To overlay our position on a Google Earth image of the area. Quite interesting. Basically, they said they can put it in the corner of the video, so people can see where they are as we drive around. Kind of interesting. Look forward to seeing that in use. Said it was right over here by this tank. I think it's just one pallet he wants hauled. That won't take too much time at all. I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys a little different part of the county on our way over to the sawmill. We could, of course, go back the same way we came, drive past the farm. So we're going to go down one more road. So what we'll do is we'll head down a cross street. That'll take us down by the farm machine shop. Probably be making plenty of trips down there, picking up various parts and pieces for the life of the show. What we'll do is we'll hang it right there at the shop, and that will take us right out, dump us right out, right by the sawmill. So this, of course, is the road that goes up to the farm, and here by the gas station. I'm gonna go up one more, and then hang a left. Cozy Wool. Putting down a load of pallets. No time to them. And this road, actually, if we kept on this road past the shop, it would actually take us down by the dump us out right at the farm too. That's the thing about these country roads. There's so many different ways to get to the same destination. There's the vehicle yard. Don't really have a whole lot of vehicles on display at the moment. Where we're going to take, and it should dump us out right north of the sawmill. But it's going to take a little bit of time out of our busy day to help the local businesses. One, it helps us with our pocket problems. Right now we're down to $949. We had to buy all the fertilizer, all the seed expenses, fuel. We're going to have a fuel delivery soon. Every little bit's going to help. In fact, we're going to try to get all of our fields planted as quick as we can. That way, maybe we can be about maybe getting some contract jobs for some other local farmers that maybe are a little bit further behind in the spring planting. There. Beaver Brothers. Kind of a funny name for a sawmill, don't you think? And I said to drop it off right here at the third door. Some sort of additive or something. my business to know what it is. It's my business to deliver it. Timely and courteous fashion. Alright, with that delivered, I'm going to go ahead and come on in here in the office and see about getting paid for our delivery job and get you guys maybe another day. Hope you guys liked the video. Please go ahead and click that like button. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of our local Farmer's Diary series? Turn that thing on. As we follow the life and times of a local sheep farmer and vegetable farmer. Until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.